All right, hey guys. This is a quick video to kind of go over the process for setting up automated reporting for a particular campaign for a marketing manager. The scenario that we have here is you're a specialist either within the GDC, you're working with the GDC, and you're setting up a campaign on behalf of someone else. Perhaps somebody in a particular geo, and you want reporting to go out to that person. Now, unfortunately, there's no automated way to tell Eloqua to just, okay, as soon as I'm done with my campaign, start kicking off reporting to a particular set of people. It's just not built into the application. I've done some checking. That's not really even possible. It's not even exposed via the API, so it's not something we can even code really. So it's got to be a little bit of a manual process, but I put together this video and the documentation around it to make it a little bit easier for the Eloqua Guru to go in and set up a campaign and set up the reporting immediately thereafter, and then just be done with the campaign and not have to babysit reporting, and reporting is going out automatically to your constituents. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Right here, I've got a campaign that I've set up. The first step in your process is you'd set up and build your campaign, get all the testing done, all the approvals, it's ready to rock, and then activate it. About 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes after you activate it, you'll be able to go into Insight and start setting this up. So I'll go ahead and click the Insight button. And then from here, we'll go into Reports and Dashboards, and then into Campaigns, Campaign Analysis, and Campaign Analysis Overview. First things first, we'll set the time frame. Generally, I set 90 days. Go 90 days back, and that's fine. That generally works unless you've got a really long campaign going on, which most of ours aren't. 90 days is good. Generally covers it. I will skip number 2 and 3. Skip those entirely. Number 4, I will actually need my campaign name here to search, and I've got this. This campaign is just called Sterling Test Campaign. So sometimes this search box is a little bit quirky in terms of being able to find what you're looking for. So I suggest using asterisks. So I'm gonna just go Sterling's, because I know there's Sterling with an S on the end in that campaign name, and then I'll click search. There it is, right there. Add it to the selected. Select unique metrics. This is really important because we've gotten a lot of requests and queries and questions about, hey, why are my opens and my clicks, why is it so messed up? Usually the reason is you're not including these metrics here. Usually you're looking at, total opens and total clicks and that sort of thing. And when you look at that, it doesn't. It basically will count if Sterling Bailey goes in and clicks that 6 times, you're going to see 6 clicks represented there. Whereas these unique opens and unique clicks, etc., are set up uniquely. So even if I, Sterling, click on it several times, open it several times, it's going to just show one time. So this gives you more accurate reporting. So click the little double plus or double arrow button here to add all of those over there, and then you're good. Next thing I would have you do is add the campaign name to the end. I would say dash, and then whatever that campaign name happens to be right here. So I will just, for this video purposes, just put in Sterling's test campaign. Hopefully you have it written down in your tracker. You can just go copy paste that for reporting, I think is what it was. But as I said, hopefully you just go to your tracker, copy and paste it right into here, and then just click run report. And hopefully it works. Sometimes if you don't do it fast enough, Insight just freaks out and you have to start over again. Well, it works right here. So we're pretending I built this campaign for, say, a marketing manager in EMEA or in LTAM, and I know these people, the particular marketing manager I set it up for, generally doesn't go into Eloqua, or they're really busy, they don't have time, so I need to set up reporting. So let's set that up. I'm going to go up here to home, and then down to subscribe to, and then email. From here, I will actually, I don't really care about the name up here at the top, that's fine. The schedule is important. I generally do business days, so it's going to go every single business day, Monday through Friday. It may seem a lot, you may get complaints from the marketing managers saying you're getting spammed, but get over it. This is the best way we can do it as far as getting reporting to them every single day that has all of the data for that particular campaign. Next, we'll choose recipients. Obviously, I don't want this to go to myself, so and that's who's in the dropdown. Now, if the person I want to send it to is in this dropdown, that's great. I can just click on, say if it's going to go to Yolanda, that's great. But if the person I want on here is not on here, say like Patricia, she's not on here, so and that's who I want to send this to, I'll click the to box, and then you can see I can remove Yolanda there. You can click these plus buttons and just added Bob. But you'll notice if Patricia is not on here, so what do? And that's what these boxes down below are. In the name, I'll just say Patricia C. And then from here, I'll just put in her email address. Generally, I'll copy and paste because I hate typing, but I'll just type it this time. Something along those lines. And if I misspelled it, my apologies. And then generic email, that's fine. And then I will click add to recipients. And there she is. She shows it right there. Click OK. And if there's more, obviously, if there is more than just one person, maybe you want to send it to a team, you just keep adding recipients. And if they're here, you can just add them. Like if I want to add Yolanda, because she's also in the same geo, maybe I want both of them to have it. We can just add that and you just keep adding. And again, if they're not here, just put new names and addresses. You're good to go. All right, cool. So that's good. We have who it's going to. The next thing is the delivery type and the send type. Send data in email. This is what you're always going to want to choose. Don't ever hit send. Please don't hit send data in email to history list, because if you get in the habit of that and the person you're sending it to, for example, does not have access to Eloqua, they're not going to be able to access this. So just send the data in the email, and that's just fine. Delivery format, I generally choose Excel, because then you can go in and tweak the numbers and that sort of thing. If you do PDF or HTML, you're not going to be able to like adjust the columns or move things around, that sort of thing. So you got Excel, CSVs on there, but I always just choose Excel. Works just fine. And then here again is where you, in these next two boxes, here and here is where you'll put a dash and your campaign name. So I should have this pasted. Test campaign for, oh, I cannot type to save my life. Campaign for reporting. And I'll do what I should have done earlier and copy this text. Copy that, paste that here. So it's gonna, it doesn't really matter for the file name. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but your campaign, you can imagine this is your campaign name. And for a little bit better example, maybe I'll do this. I'll actually grab a real campaign name from LTAM and paste it right into there, just like that. So you can get a little more realistic idea of what that would look like. Just paste that in right there. Good to go. You are not done yet. There is a very important button right down here called Advanced Options. You need to click that, otherwise it's going to be a headache. Why this isn't so important, we don't really care about compression, we don't care about that, but this delivery right here, do not deliver after. You definitely want this, because you don't want to, first of all, you don't want to be spamming this person, whoever this person is that's receiving the reporting, indefinitely, way after the campaign's been dead. So you do want to stop it at some point, and then you could manually go in and stop it in Eloqua, but you're busy, you don't have time for that, so set this up right here and now. We'll click the little date button. So I'm going to set this up to be a 1 week after the last email goes out. So the last email is going out, as I look on my tracker, on the 31st for this particular campaign. So I'm going to go 1 week. What was that? And look, that was on Monday. So 1 week later, we'll go on the 7th. There we go, April 7th. Good to go. And from there, we're ready to hit OK. I'll click OK here. If I and I'm not going to do it because that would set something up for Patricia and Yolanda that I don't want them to get. But click OK, and then you're done. You're set. This particular person, these people, whoever you set up here, are now going to get daily reports on this particular campaign. I'll click cancel just so you can see the campaign and analysis. You have the totals here, which you generally don't want to look at. You want to look at the uniques, which will be down here at the bottom or the back, and of course you can reorganize those as you wish. But you can see click-throughs and opens, form and landing page visits, all that sort of thing is going to be part of this campaign reporting. Obviously, if you're looking for registrants for a particular event, people who've actually filled out an Eloqua form, that would be a little bit of a different report. And I've got other documentation on how to get that out report. But setting up the email subscription to a marketing manager for that, it does not change. It's exactly the same way. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful, and we'll see you next time.